This week on ANN, the Seventh-day Adventist leaders vote to delay General Conference session until May 2021.
Adventist communicators all over the world create a way to send a message to the coronavirus.
And we're all working from home, and that means a new format for ANN video.
These stories and more coming up.
Thank you so much for joining us this week.
As you can see, like most of the world, A&M producers and anchors are staying home, but we still wanted to bring you the news from the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
The novel coronavirus, known as COVID-19, has spread globally since the end of 2019. On January 30, the World Health Organization, or WHO, declared the coronavirus a global health emergency. And on March 11, the WHO declared COVID-19 a pandemic. At the time of this recording, the virus has infected more than 874,000 people. There have been more than 43,000 associated deaths. Those numbers continue to rise rapidly.
Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, world governments, along with all of us, are exploring measures to limit contact to people who are infected with those who aren't. These new measures mean limited travel and many people working from home.
The pandemic has also impacted both global and local Adventist church operations, with numerous events being canceled and local churches streaming their services online to members.
For as long as this pandemic lasts and we're at home, we will continue to bring you news of how the church is helping and working. But we promise to do our best to give you news of hope and humor as well.
But first, the Executive Committee of the Seventh-day Adventist Church recently voted to postpone the 2020 General Conference session until May 2021. The vote comes after a recommendation from the General Conference Administrative Committee, or ADCOM, to delay the 2020 General Conference session by up to 2 years due to the rapid spread of the coronavirus pandemic. The 2021 General Conference session will be held in Indianapolis, Indiana, and is currently scheduled from May 20 through May 25. It was originally scheduled for June 25 through July 4th, 2020.
Meeting via teleconferencing technology, the Executive Committee considered two recommendations that emerged from a series of official conversations and meetings at World Church headquarters. General Conference session planners, health professionals, legal advisors, and administrators explored possible alternative plans for the 2020 General Conference session in light of COVID-19 pandemic.
The first proposal, which was accepted by the Executive Committee, recommended the 2020 General Conference session be postponed for up to the constitutionally allowed 2 years, depending on when rescheduling is feasible. In a subsequent meeting on March 19, a combined ADCOM and GC session planning committee recommended the May 20 through 25th, 2021 date.
The ADCOM also proposed downsizing the rescheduled event without compromising the core functions of a GC session. Downsizing includes a proportionate reduction in the number of attendees, inviting only delegates, spouses, and dependent children, and a limited number of technical staff, reducing the number of days of the GC session to 4 to 6 days, and omitting both ancillary meetings and exhibits during the session. The proposal also noted the current term of office would continue for the duration of the postponement. Following the rescheduled event, the next administrative term would end during the scheduled 2025 General Conference session.
The second proposal, considered and accepted by the Executive Committee, relates to future GC sessions. The ADCOM proposal called for the General Conference Administration in consultation with divisions to review the current configuration of General Conference sessions and make recommendations to the General Conference Executive Committee.
The proposal addresses the goal to modify current GC sessions due to the need to reduce the financial and logistical footprint of General Conference sessions and to be more efficient and effective in the handling of church funds.
As with the voted measures for the 2021 GC session, the proposal for future GC session recommends the number of delegates be proportionally reduced, no special guests be invited, the number of days of the event be shortened, but still include one Sabbath. The proposal also recommends that future GC sessions not include exhibits, booths, or ancillary meetings.
President of the Seventh-day Adventist Church and Chair of the Executive Committee, Ted N.C. Wilson, affirmed that a broadly based group of division representatives and General Conference officers will bring recommendations to a future General Conference Executive Committee about the length, scope, and structure of future GC sessions. Any Executive Committee proposals that require General Conference session action will be presented to the session.
During the meeting, Wilson said, "I did not anticipate that we would ever be at this point at this time." In the same breath, he emphasized the global crisis is calling for Seventh-day Adventists to minister to others, saying, "This is a time for Adventists to spread hope and encouragement. We should be anchors of stability and pillars of hope."
We have General Conference Session Manager Sherry Clement with us to share what we might expect from the upcoming session.
Well, hello, Sherry. Nice to have you here with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Absolutely. Well, we have some questions regarding the GC session, and we know that you would be the best to answer that. So just to begin, what are some of the changes coming to the GC session in May 2021?
Well, one of the big changes would be we have shortened the event from 10 days to 6 days. We have also eliminated all exhibits, all auxiliary programming such as women's meetings, meal hour concerts, meal hour seminars. Those are going away for this session.
Okay. Wow. So there's a lot of changes going on. And I know a lot of people enjoy attending the GC sessions. So can people still attend?
Yes, we will have space for all of the delegates and for general attendees as well. However, general attendees should not come until Friday evening.
Okay.
And Sabbath, and then the remaining days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The reason for this is that because we're trying to fit the event into an already packed year in Indianapolis, we have limited days and the space is not available to us every single day. So we're starting out in smaller quarters for just delegates for Thursday and Friday, but we will be up and running for general attendees starting with the Friday evening program going on to the end.
Great. So it's good to know people can be there for the Sabbath.
Yes.
So I'm sure now with this limited and the changes, there's going to be a lot of people who are planning on attending who can no longer attend, obviously. And so is there a way to be able to watch this online or other channels?
Yes, every proceeding will be live streamed. That was mentioned yesterday in a meeting that I attended, and I know that will be of great benefit to many people who are unable to attend.
Great, so they can catch that online. And so with this new session going on moving forward, are these changes going to be with the sessions coming along in the coming years as well, kind of the same structure? Is that what the new look will be?
I do believe that the shortened program will be for the future. Okay. Regarding the spouse meetings or the women's meetings, exhibits, at the moment, we're saying they will probably not be a part of session, but I don't think we can predict into the future completely. So I wouldn't really be able to say for sure, but I'm quite sure that the pattern of 10 days is gone. It's a huge expense to our church, and this is one cost-saving action that we can take.
Great. Well, Sherry, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to add or tell those that are viewing that we're looking forward to this general conference?
Well, we're sorry we can't have the big event that we've had, but I think we're going to have a really, really wonderful, blessed time together. We will still have music. We will still have worship. We will still have fellowship. We might be 6 feet apart, but we're going to have fellowship. And I would encourage all who can to be present and enjoy worshiping together. One of my favorite things about session is when we all sing together, and I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, Sherry, and for your hard work in putting this together. And we look forward to when we can all be together again, as you mentioned, praising God's name. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
For the full story and up-to-date information, you can visit news.adventist.org.
Coming up, young people in Brazil donate hand sanitizer to elder care homes in their community.
Up next, Adventist communicators in Europe find a way to bring hope amid uncertainty.
Welcome back.
Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, more and more people are feeling anxiety and fear. Many Adventists feel this is the time to bring a message of hope. The Gain Europe Network is providing exactly that.
In an innovative social media experiment generated in just a few days, participants from over 40 countries worldwide recorded a video entitled #Dear Coronavirus.
Dear Coronavirus is a network project coordinated by the Inter-European and Trans-European Division Communications Departments in cooperation with Hope Media, Germany.
We have here with us Adrian Dure, who was the producer of #Dear Coronavirus. So can you tell us how the idea of #Dear Coronavirus came to be?
Well, this is the result of first meeting we had together with members and also colleagues from Europe, because we just starting to discuss about the future in the next weeks, the future and strategies about communication and media centers, television here in Europe. And I remember in one specific moment of this meeting we have together, one of our colleagues say, but we need to react right now. So this crisis situation is already there. What we are going to do now. And I remember it was very, very early in the morning. And I remember 4 or 5 a.m. I was not able to sleep. And I think God gave me just some specific words. And one of them was, "Dear coronavirus." I don't know exactly. I remember that some days ago, I read an article here in Germany of someone who wrote a letter to the humanity in the role of the virus or representing the virus. And maybe I got the influence of that, and I thought, well, what about if we do the opposite? What about if we, the humanity, the human beings, reflect and we try to imagine to be face to face with the coronavirus, and we develop a message for them. And I just made a research. We didn't have, or I didn't find this #Dear Coronavirus nowhere. So I thought, let's do that.
Yeah, and it did seem to take a lot. What went into making a video with 40 different countries to create this one video?
In my personal case, as a script writer and producer, I just started to write the idea and the text, and then in probably 2 or 3 hours after writing the text, I started to contact all the contacts we have in different countries. So, but the first thing was for me personally to be clear. Okay, this is the message. This is what we want to communicate to the world. And the second step was just starting to contact people from the different parts of the world. And I tell you, I think we got the most of the contacts in just 2 or 3 hours. So you can have you can imagine how important is this issue right now around the world. And then the first steps was just guide them and help them, from my perspective as producer, to guide them how to produce the videos. So I prepare a very simple kind of a script or production standards document for them, and I sent to them, and they followed just the specifications, and they did it really, really good. It's very simple, but you see, it's well done.
Yeah. Since the first video, you've done another #Dear Grandparent. Are you going to be doing more videos?
Yeah. I mean, today the main brand of this campaign or weekly initiatives is Dear Coronavirus, but we are also just considering the possibility to include another topics, which is a little bit different. It's not it will be not a direct face-to-face interaction with the coronavirus, but specifically in some concerns or realities we are experiencing in this crisis. The idea of creating the Dear Grandparents was because in the last days we heard so many news and sad reports about loneliness and old people and old generation or grandparents suffering in a special way during this crisis. But yes. For example, for the next days, we are thinking to produce a second Dear Coronavirus version, completely different from another perspective. You will see that in some days. But of course, we are really, we are paying attention to the weekly reactions and situations of this crisis. We know that, medical staff is something that we as a church, maybe we want to say something to them, or some, employers or people who are working on the street, and a message of motivation, a message of hope for them, and other different aspects that are emerging, maybe for the governments or leaders who has also a huge responsibility for them, or just, I tell you very open, just remind or remembering people who lost family members. They need support right now.
So where can people see this series?
Everywhere. I mean, it's very easy because these spots, the moment you can find them in different platforms like social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, also in regional, different countries in regional territories, because the most of the countries, at least the division of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, they are translating materials practically on Fridays. So Sabbath or Friday evening is the day to release the productions in the different regions. But it's very easy. If you have an account, Twitter account, Facebook, or YouTube, if you write "Dear Coronavirus" using the hashtag, you will find the videos very, very easily.
Great. And what do you hope people experience from watching these videos? What is your prayer for them?
That we can find peace. Peace is a very important word, and hope. Somebody told me yesterday, but we have so many, we get so many informations and facts and updates on internet and television about all the people are speaking all the time about this aspect. But to find something related to hope and peace is not the case. So it's my prayer also for me personally. I tell you very open, I received the files of people, of the contributors, and just hearing or seeing them, it brings me peace. And this is exactly in this moment what many, many people need. They need to find peace. They need to find hope. And then you are opening the door to them to find Jesus. That's my prayer. And we believe that this situation is opening the heart of many people. In these videos, it's our wish and also our prayer to bring peace and hope to the humanity, to the people.
Well, thank you so much, Adrian, for having shared this and giving us that hope. And thank you for all your prayers to the people that watch your series. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Now we have some quick news stories from the Global Seventh-day Adventist Church.
A 5.3 magnitude earthquake followed by a series of aftershocks struck Zagreb, the capital of Republic of Croatia, on March 22nd. It's the largest earthquake to hit the country in 140 years. Zagreb Mayor Milan Bandic urged people to return to their homes due to fear of the COVID-19 virus. While some Adventist structures were damaged, there are currently no reports of injuries to any Seventh-day Adventist church members.
Adventist high school students from Colegio Adventista de Maceió in Brazil are volunteering to spend part of their day in the laboratory producing hand sanitizer. The students will deliver at least 1,000 bottles to 3 elder care homes in the region. Those over the age of 60 suffer most from the coronavirus pandemic. In addition, the product was made available to the school, students, teachers, and staff.
Students, teachers, and parents from Lansdale Christian School in Western Australia raised more than $1,300 for the Leukemia Foundation when they gathered to witness Year 10 student Chantel Cobb participate in the world's greatest shave. The whole student body celebrated the occasion by participating in a crazy hair day and enjoyed a pancake breakfast hosted by Embrace Seventh-day Adventist Church, who meets on the school ground.
In response to the national shortage of medical supplies due to the spread of COVID-19, the Southern Adventist University School of Nursing, located in the U.S. state of Tennessee, donated personal protective equipment to 2 local hospitals, CHI Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga and Advent Health Gordon in Calhoun, Georgia. The supplies include N95 and surgical masks, gowns, and gloves. With Southern's transition to distance learning for the remainder of the semester, the School of Nursing wanted to put the supplies to good use and reached out to some of their local healthcare partners.
In the Southern Africa Indian Ocean Division, leaders of the church sent a special message of gratitude out to medical and healthcare workers around the world for their tireless work through the COVID-19 pandemic. You can watch the video at facebook.com/sidmedia.
And finally, did you know the president of the Adventist Church, Ted N.C. Wilson, is on Instagram? You can follow his account at pastor_Ted_Wilson.
Coming up, Emily Mastrapa is here to tell you about the global initiative 100 Days of Prayer.
Up next, Adventist Mission tells the story of an Adventist school in Romania.
Welcome back.
In 2000, an Adventist church in Ploiești, Romania, cleared 2 rooms to start a kindergarten.
Now the 2 rooms have grown into 2 school buildings that will house 200 students.
Adventist Mission has more.
In 2000, the Adventist Church in Ploiești, Romania, cleared 2 rooms to start kindergarten. Now the 2 rooms grew into 2 school buildings that soon will house 200 students. It started when a group of parents and teachers from the church dreamed of a school to provide children a safe environment to grow. This desire led them to set up 2 private kindergartens in Ploiești in a space provided by the Adventist Church. Parents loved the idea of an Adventist school.
Both of my children were enrolled in public school before coming here. It's difficult when I teach my children about our faith at home and they encounter conflicting beliefs at school.
More and more parents prayed for a school that would help instill the principles of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in their children's hearts. And in 2015, Excelsior School opened. It started with only 22 students, but every year their numbers doubled. Today, over 120 students from kindergarten to 8th grade are enjoying Christ-centered education at Excelsior School. Every morning, they start their day with a devotional and a prayer.
My children are safe here physically and spiritually. Aside from learning subjects like math or physics or chemistry, more importantly, they learn about life and God.
The school administrators help to connect families who cannot pay tuition with potential sponsors. As of today, they have over 20 sponsored students. Parents began hearing about the quality education and the values taught in Excelsior School. Some even send their children a long way from home in order to study in the environment that the school provides. 58 such students live outside Ploiești, and some of them travel up to 80 kilometers daily to go to school.
I love that the students here are very friendly and we have a lot of extracurricular activities. Our teachers don't yell at the students and they don't discriminate against us on any basis. They're very nice and they respect us even if we're just kids.
In this school, students prepare for their classes every day. We teach them to explore and discover new things and we prepare them for a better future. The students are not perfect, neither are the teachers. But we try to understand them and we learn that behind every child there is a special story. The parents trust us, and together the teachers, students, and their parents are a family.
The school building is now working at full capacity. Staff rooms are used as additional classrooms, and the archive room is used as a library. To accommodate more students, the school has started construction of a new building, which will allow them to enroll over 200 students. Soon, Excelsior School will expand its ministry to teach even more children about the love of Jesus.
This school answers the needs of Christian families in Ploiești because they want their children to learn good values and principles. Our goal is to present a beautiful God not only to the children, but also to their parents.
Watch this and other mission stories online by visiting adventistmission.org, then click on videos at the top.
100 Days of Prayer initiative began earlier this week on March 27th and will run through July 4th. Seventh-day Adventist church members all over the world are joining together for united prayer.
Emily Mastrapa is here to share how you can participate in 100 Days of Prayer.
So I, like a lot of people around the world right now, I'm working from home because of the coronavirus. For the last few months, the church has been working on a new initiative called the 100 Days of Prayer Initiative to bring our world church community together in prayer during this time of crisis. The initiative is going to run from March 27 to July 4, 2020. This initiative was originally supposed to be for the 2020 General Conference session in Indianapolis. However, since that's been now postponed and because of coronavirus, we have shifted our focus to bringing the world church into united prayer together. So this initiative is focusing on the outpouring of the Holy Spirit, personal revival for mission, and specific prayer requests regarding the effects of the COVID-19 virus. Each Friday, there will be an inspirational reading or testimony, and each day we will go over special prayer requests that have been submitted online by people that have signed up. And you can also send us your requests for your church, your family, your friends, your division, for whatever is on your heart. You are encouraged to share this with your friends and family across all of your social media pages. You can find information about this at revivalandreformation.org/100days. Please share this initiative on your social media pages. And you can also find a video on their page that you can share as well. If you want to translate the material, you can also do that at revivalandreformation.org/100days/translators. So please sign up now to be part of this prayer initiative for revival, direction, and healing during the COVID-19 crisis.
Thanks for watching ANN. Join us next week for more news from the headquarters of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Please remain safe and well as we all face this new reality together.
Remember that each of you can be pillars of hope and peace in your communities. Look for ways to help each other.
Remember to continually pray for each other, look out for each other, and lift each other up.
Before we say goodbye, here's some good news from the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 15 through 17.
Passage says, "Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ."
That's our program for this week. And remember, you can always visit news.adventist.org for daily news and videos. Until next time, God bless.
Take care.